You don't get to the NBA if you're not super athletic. All these guys are athletes. You're talking about throwing a little ball through a hoop that's 30 feet away. It's pretty tough. I've tried. I'm not very good at it, so you have to be pretty coordinated. I think if you gave them enough time and worked with them, you could make them professional ping pong players. Moving. Hands up, moving. 1, 2. Jab, front kick.
We had the Detroit Pistons over to train with us, and we did a whole bunch of stuff with them: power work, back work, grappling, some clinching and all that, and they seemed to like everything. They really went after it, and they were really motivated and picking up new things.
1, 2, sprawl.
The captains and I, Reggie, Tavis and I, took the time out this summer to really try to find something that we could do just as a team. Forrest came out to our facility to work out, do some of our training, and had the idea where, why not try to do some of the stuff to see what kind of training they do. Now we're out here. This is probably one of the hardest weeks I've ever had. I'm not used to falling on the ground, rolling around, and picking people up and slamming them, choking people out.
Off-season conditioning is key because if you come back to camp out of shape, there's a high risk that you're gonna get hurt. With this type of training, I think it kind of wakes the rest of their body up, used muscles that they're not gonna be using in basketball.
This is not normally what we do. We did a lot of footwork, a lot of hand movement. That could be added to a basketball game.
The training is like short spurts of explosive exercises, and their type of work is really good for us because it really builds our core up and it builds up our leg strength as well too.
We're very fortunate to especially get the experience, get to learn a few of the things that they taught us, and hopefully it'll translate onto the court for us.
I think a lot of the guys, they've already expressed like the biggest thing that they've taken just from the first day was just footwork and being able to react quicker.
Just overhook the elbow here. Up on my hand, and pull them over kind of in a diagonal fashion that way.
They really liked the training session we did with them. It's something completely different for them. They're good athletes, and just for me it was weird to be around people of my size, so not used to that.
Forrest, you think I'll be a good UFC fighter?
If you were going back to when you were 16 and you'd fallen in love with this, you could be champion. I think you made the right choice.
I think I made the right decision as well.
This isn't their day job. This is kind of more of a team building exercise. So hopefully they got a lot out of it as far as just kind of mess around with each other and helping each other, and just to put yourself in an uncomfortable environment and learn something that's different.
Now, this week has just been a really good bonding week for us. Just the atmosphere here is just really good. We're all vibing really well, and we're learning as well.
Being able to just form that team bond now is very important. Getting to know each other on and off the court, and getting themselves in a setting like this where it is tough. This is something new, and getting through it together. That's the biggest thing that I think they're taking away from this experience.
As far as just being here with our team, it should just bring great chemistry, and we just have that flowing into the season.
What impressed me most is just about how my teammates pushed through. It's been a tough week. We could have easily quit. It's more than what we're probably accustomed to doing. It's a different training. First thing I can say, my body's more beat than I've ever done any other workout. I'm sure that's the same for every guy, but no one quit. We just kept pushing each other, kept mentally locking in and figuring out a way to dig deep and just get every ounce of energy you can into each and every rep.
Obviously, UFC is more of a one-man sport, but I think with any sport, the will to want to be great at anything that you do and try to be the best at your profession. And nobody likes to lose, so you give your all each and every day to be the best as you can be and just try to maximize your potential.